We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show, episode 527. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. Joining us this week is the OG Undisputed Scholar himself. He is Scholar Tarek. Scholar Tarek, how are we doing tonight, sir?
I am feeling absolutely wonderful, fool. It is AEW Full Gear predictions. I am super excited for this predictions. I am super excited for Full Gear because three of the I don't even know how many scholars we have anymore. It's
Three
gonna
of the
be
three of the scholars.
six.
Let's leave it at that.
Okay, three of the scholars are going to Full Gear, and it is going to be an absolute blast. We're going to enjoy some crazy, crazy wrestling, and I am just hungry for some crazy, crazy wrestling.
Oh, and there's gonna be a lot of it, so get your fill. And speaking of which, we've got, of course, another undisputed scholar in his own right, and he is your current reigning and unfortunately not yet defending Scholars of Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. He is Scholar Brian. Scholar Brian, what you got cooking this week?
Well, I mean, thanks for stealing my thunder because I had a way to announce that I wasn't defending the title, but
You're
okay, we're here
welcome.
now. But it's because it's because of Scholar Pete. And the way he reacts to certain devices that we use on these pay-per-view shows, where I'm going to show him that I am a bigger man than he is because I am going to put myself on purpose next week at our WWE Survivor Series War Games pre-show prediction show. I am going to put myself on purpose at the mercy of Jeff's vaunted wheel. There are 10 participants in each War Games match. There are 5 participants in our prediction show. Therefore, each person will get 2 names on said wheel that will be their picks for the War Games pin or pin win or lose game that we play around here. Standard rules apply. Win gets an extra point. Loser loses a point. Rules still apply. Both War Games matches, these rules will apply to, and the title will be on the line. I am putting myself at the mercy of the wheel, and not only that, I am doubling down.
Now you make
Very
these
well
rules, and
said.
Jeremy actually joins us next week and just screws that whole thing out the window.
Oh.
Sorry, Jeremy. You're gonna have to take Thanksgiving weekend off, buddy.
How dare we enjoy Thanksgiving with our families? How dare we indeed? But speaking of how dare we, also joining us this week is the one and only Scholar Charlie from Beyond the Grave. Scholar Charlie, how we feeling tonight?
I am feeling so much better than I've felt all week. I've been out with the flu, but the symptoms have gone away. I'm ready to rock and roll this weekend with you guys. And let's get to predicting some wrestling.
And of course, last but certainly not least, you know him, you love him. He is an agent of chaos, and the chaos is cake. He is the one and only Scholar Pete. Scholar Pete, how's the asthma treating you?
As I live and breathe. Hello, gentlemen. Good evening.
he he
I
he called you an
cannot.
agent of chaos, and the chaos is cake. Did he just call
You're
you
an
a
agent of
doughboy?
cake?
He call you a doughboy?
I could
I,
be. Listen, I'm the
are you
Pillsbury
saying you
Doughboy
don't
of
like
Scholars of
cake?
Wrestling.
Hey, that
Woohoo!
that little doughboy has made untold millions of dollars over the years. So if I were really to call him a doughboy, I would be calling him a rich man. Yada dee 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 da.
With a rich man's an interesting thing because Scott O'Brien, you're gonna be losing your belt next week because that's
Uh-huh.
because you're basing something entirely on a a a a device that just
Going into 2026 as champion right here.
'Cause because I've got these things that for you haven't dropped yet. All right. I've
Balls?
got these things called cojones. Okay. So I am willing to put myself at risk because let's face it was getting a little boring around here with Jeff and Pete as champion. We were just doing standard stuff. So let's put some wrinkles involved in here, and I'm gonna do it.
Standard? Standard.
Standard, standard.
Oh,
You heard me.
well, them's fighting words where I came from. So how about it, boys? We got a pay-per-view to predict, and we got 13 matches to predict. So what do you say we put all the crap talking aside and let's get ready to throw down?
I'll just say
Tark?
before we do that, it seems that Charlie's having a little bit of technical issues because he's throwing some trash talking and I can't hear a word he's saying.
No, I'm
Because he
just saying
wasn't saying
2026
anything. He was just
champion right
pointing
here.
at himself.
Oh,
Just a
oh,
little.
now, okay,
2026
now I hear
champion
you
right here.
because I literally, as Brian was talking, I just see you goes, I'm like,
Just a little
did
visual
we lose
No,
gag.
him or is he
I could read
just
his
miming
lips.
his mouth?
No, I could read his lips. He's pointing at himself and saying "champ" over and over and over
Yeah,
and over
Just a
again.
little
there you
side
go,
track.
Brian.
Just a little side bit
Well,
for the people who are watching the video version of this podcast.
Yeah.
listen. We all know by match 6, Scott or Charlie will be asleep. I know.
This
We'll
very
just
well could be the case, but as for now, I'm awake.
Let's not waste any more time then. You know what time it is. It's time to predict AEW Full Gear 2025. Let's go. Starting with the pre-show matches. First, we have the return of Big Boom AJ teaming up with QT Marshall against Roppongi Vice. Brian, as the current champion, rather, you have right of first pick. Would you like to make the first pick, or will you defer to the next person in line?
I do not defer ever. Big Boom and AJ.
Is it Big
Okay.
Boom, AJ?
Big
Whoever the fuck it is, it's
Big
not.
Boom
It's not
AJ.
Roppongi Vice.
Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall, aka the first time that QT Marshall is going to get a win in a year. And I'm going to also go with Big Boom AJ because let's be real, this is the publicity match, and damn it, Big Boom AJ just seems like he's so happy to be there. How could you not? I'm going to go with him. Charlie, your pick up next. Which way you going?
I don't know who Roppongi Vice is. It's a fun name to say, but I'm gonna go with Boom.
All right, that's another one for Big Boom AJ. Scholar Pete, which way you coming at this?
Yeah, Pete,
well,
you know so much about this.
I do. So
Where's
what
your
I'm
head
going to
at?
tell you, Scholar fans, is I'm going to tell you a story as I do my picks. Once
Of
upon
a
a
lovely
time,
lady.
living as a child in West Newbury, Massachusetts, AJ is my choice. Go with the boom. You got to stick around for the next match to see what happens after the boom.
And with all of that, Tark, do we have an accord on Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall?
We do have a core with Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall. Has Big Boom AJ actually lost a match
No, he
so
has
far?
not. Not yet.
Okay, keep that undefeated streak going, baby. Keep it going, and yeah, give QT an actual win. Be like, oh, can these two coexist? Yeah, they certainly can.
I'm
Go right
fairly
ahead.
certain that QT Marshall has never won a match in AEW. I don't remember the last time. I don't remember the last time I saw it. I don't think it's ever happened. Let's give him a win for one.
We need to look. We actually need to look that up because I don't know. That may be true, but I'm
It's
pretty
more
sure he may
likely
have at
than you
least won at
think.
least once.
Yeah, I not on TV at least.
Okay, yeah, we
He
got
might have won a dark match. He might have won matches on AEW Dark or whatever.
AEW dark matches don't count.
At least that
Sorry,
it's
Lou.
been
Your match with shit, what's his name?
Lance Archer,
Lance Archer doesn't count.
and neither
As much
does the
as it
mini brawl with Jake Roberts. Uh,
Yes.
I miss AEW Dark, but in its
I
place, we
don't.
still have a lot of other wrestling matches to go through. Next up, we've got for I believe a $200,000 cash prize. We've got a fatal four-way tag match on the pre-show. We've got the Not Acclaimed versus the Bang Bang Gang versus Big Bill and Brian Keith versus the Outrunners in a fatal four-way tag match for $200,000, I believe. And I'm just going to go with the Outrunners here just because I like the Outrunners. No one will blame me. Charlie, which one are you going for?
Let's see who we got in this match.
He
We've got
just
the
told you the lineup, god damn it.
I
we've got
know.
No, he was too
Pay
busy,
attention.
big man yawning.
I'm gonna go with the Acclaim.
Okay, that's one for the acclaimed. Scholar Pete, which way you going?
What was it? Oh my God. It was the Outsiders coming to the rescue. And then what happened next? I'll tell you right after this.
But up, that's two
Yeah.
for the Outrunners. Scholar Tarek, how about you?
I'm also gonna go with the acclaimed because
Yeah.
the whole story is they're now back together, but can they actually get back together? It's like, oh, they made it be together like by like victim of circumstance, but now this will be like, oh, they won the money. We're gonna be best friends again. Give me a hug. That's how I think is it's gonna go. Because I feel like that's the only one that actually has a story going into it.
All right, and with that, we have a split room. Brian, it's back up to you. Which way you going, champ?
We have a split no more. The story says it all. Once again, me and Tarek have the same wavelength and
And
brain space,
Charlie.
and Charlie most of the time knocks his way through into our brain space. But yes, we do indeed have an agreement with the three of us that the acclaimed are going to win this match. And I need someone to take
Yeah.
the hoodie off.
This boy's going to be asleep and snoring on the show.
Uh,
He's still healing. Give it just let the man heal.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
well,
he can
speaking
heal
of
Seriously, sit
heels,
he
the
can
hell up,
heal
damn
in
it.
45 minutes.
speaking of heels, our next match on the pre-show is for the CMLL Trios Championship. We've got L Sky Team from CMLL defending their titles against three members of the Don Callis family. Charlie, it's your first pick up next. Which way you going?
Sin Cara.
All right, that's one for L Sky Team, which yes does feature Mystico slash Sin Cara, a fact that has massively delighted our dear Charlie. So we've got one vote for L Sky Team to defend. Pete, how about you? Which way you going?
Coming back to the Tim Hortons, we zoom in on Don Callis ordering himself a jelly donut. But what was in the jelly donut? Find out after this.
I'm
So is
assuming
that actually
that's
giving what's the prediction
Yeah,
on there?
yeah,
I'm
he's
assuming it's
calling
one for Don
the
Callis.
count.
Yeah. If you haven't picked it up, boys, my answer is in the story.
Just follow the proper nouns. You'll get your answer. Tarek, back to you, scholar. Which way we going?
I, this is actually a surprisingly difficult one for me because it just feels like it makes sense for the Don Callis family to win, but it's also the big story on you have Okada and Takeshita not wanting to be together, where you're gonna have that inevitable match between them, which for me personally, I am super excited for. I can't wait for that to happen. Maybe it even just leads to them finally strike going blows against each other in this match, and then you just have Hechicero there just to take the pin. So I'm just gonna go with uh shit.
El Sky
I can't
Team. Just say El Sky Team.
El
El
Sky
Sky
Team.
team. El Sky team.
It's like I exited out of the wiki page so I could actually see the matches. But yes, I'm gonna go with the El Sky Team. Yes, here we go. Yes, El Sky Team.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Brian, which way are you going?
Now, I don't
El
know if
Sky
they're gonna.
team.
I'm not. I don't know if they're gonna come to blows yet because it's a pre-show match. I can see one of them leaving or them arguing in the corner and not realizing that Hechicero is by himself. But yeah, I they're not winning another company's titles in the pre-show. It's not happening.
It's not
El Sky,
WWE that does it with TNA.
it's El Sky Team. El Sky Team will win probably via shenanigans between Okada and Takeshita.
I don't think I can put it any more succinctly than that. I was, I admit for a moment there, I wasn't sure if I was crazy for thinking the same thing, but I'm also going to go with El Sky Team. It'll be a fun match. There's going to be shenanigans abound. There's going to be tons of infighting between Takeshita and Okada. And we can say that, yeah, we saw Takeshita and Okada wrestle, and that's more than enough for me. But last but not least, the last match on the pre-show for this evening, we've got Hook and Eddie Kingston going up against the Workhorsemen. Heat, it's your first pick. Try not to think too hard about this.
It's not growing up in Canada. Eddie Kingston and I just went down to the playground all the time, shoot some b-ball after school. Then a couple of guys, they came up and they were no good. Tried to mess up my neighborhood. You gotta wait for the rest of it.
Right after this,
Right after this.
Tarek, in 300 words or less, what do you think is going to happen in this match?
Jeff, you're gonna be very happy with this one because it's gonna be Hook and Eddie Kingston.
You damn right it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll just say it like this. It's nice to see Eddie Kingston in a position in the company where, his worth is right. Is just in the pre-show with Hook.
Hey, my boy is getting paid. That's all I care about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Sure.
don't yuck my yum, sir. Speaking of
Your
yum, Brian.
your yuck is disgusting.
Hey, just because I like tomato
Gives me the
juice and you don't.
runs. It gives me the runs.
Brian, speaking of poop, what are we going for?
Yeah, at least you can
I
acknowledge
don't know
it
if
is poop.
that's what you
It's
are
poop
just
again.
saying. Yeah,
You're just
it's
proving me
Kingston and
right.
Hook. It's Kingston and Hook. What are we talking about?
All right. Yeah, you know who I'm gonna pick. Yeah, it's not the most prestigious, like top
The
level.
workhorseman.
I'll be honest, I was expecting him to show up at least in the casino gauntlet match later in the night. I wasn't expecting him to win it, but I'm like, I don't care. I just want to see my boy Hook and Eddie Kingston win. Charlie, do we have an accord?
Yes, we most certainly do.
All right, that is a packed house for Hook and Eddie Kingston. And with that out of the way, the pre-show matches are done.
Thank God.
Now we get to the main event, the main show as a whole. First up, we've got for the AEW Tag Team titles, we've got Brodito defending against FTR. And Tarek, it's your pick up next. Which way are you going?
I'm gonna go with FTR to win the tag team titles solely for the fact solely for the fact that they're saving it for Adam Copeland and Christian Cage's return for their inevitable match. But I will say, Bro Dito, phenomenal as a tag team. Brody King, Bandito. I am just well, I'm surprised, but also not at all surprised by actually how awesome of a tag team they actually ended up being. And I could see them even having a rematch to try and go like the rematch clause to try and get the tag titles back. But yeah, I'm gonna see say FTR wins it here. But Brodito has my heart on this.
Next up, Brian, your pick up next. Which way you going?
I love me some Brodito. However, the way the storyline has gone, I think the only correct choice here is FTR. FTR is your new tag team champions.
I too am going to go with FTR, but Tarek, in all seriousness, to your point, I just the fact that I had some trouble coming to this conclusion, I had to really think about this one, speaks volumes about the kind of quality that Brodito have been putting in, not just with their wrestling, but with their title reign.
Yeah.
They have had to make me think. This has been like I'm hesitant to even put it this way, but it almost feels like it. Yeah, it has been like a breakout year for the both of them as a collective. At least as a tag team, it is, and really they've really been on my radar more than they have been in quite a while. So that's a tip of the cap to them. But yeah, ultimately, I feel like this. Ultimately, all good things must come to an end, and I feel like it's going to happen this Saturday at Full Gear. FTR to win.
Wouldn't it be more tip of the cowboy hat?
I would say that, but I do not own a cowboy hat. Charlie, how about you? What do you think?
I will also go with FTR for the win. New tag team champions Saturday.
And Pete, do we have an accord, sir?
In school, when little Billy would just start being a pain in the ass, he would stand on his desk and just shout at the top of his lungs, FTR, FTR. And we're like, what does that mean? And he said, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I, I was
And we
expecting more of a little Stokely in that story instead of just a random Billy Pickles.
pickles.
I'm
I would have
hungry.
even accepted Little Jimmy.
Hey, we all work with different families and different school systems. Anyway, moving on. In a Next up in a $1 million tag team match, we've got the team of Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega teaming up with the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. Brian, it's your pick up next. Which way you going?
So, like, I have a feeling I know where this is going. However, I really like the story. I need more of the Broke Bucks. It's one of those I feel like it's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna go for it because I want more of the story. I'm gonna go with Kenny Omega and the Jurassic Express. Of I want more
Yeah.
of the dinosaur trying to figure out what this money's for. No.
I'm gonna go with the same thing, not just because that the Broke Bucks has been absolutely phenomenal in its execution. I feel like I like them. I like the Young Bucks now more than I have in literally years after everything that's been going on. Plus, at the same time, I get to see Jurassic Express again, and I actually finally get to see Kenny Omega actually wrestle live. So yeah, that's two for Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega. Charlie, back to you. Which way you going?
Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega.
All right, that's another one. Pete, how about you?
Before there was Six Flags, I remember going on a trip to Jurassic Express, and what a time that was. I rode the unicorn, I slayed the dragon, and by God, I saved the Cybermen. But more on that after this.
Tarek, do we have an accord, sir?
I'm sorry. I Unicorn, Cybermen,
And slaying
and
a
what was the
dragon.
other?
Slaying a
And,
dragon, sir.
and slaying a dragon. Okay. 'Cause, yeah, I'm kind of taken aback on that one.
And
I needed
now
a
the hood
minute.
goes on.
But
Pete is a unicorn wizard. You didn't know this?
no, no, new shit learned every day. I'm gonna go with Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express, but the thing is, with what the story has been looking like, I think we're moving past the broke bucks with this one, and now they're actually reverting back to, I guess, more so elite type of young bucks, where it's slowly building a face turn with them. You see them being conflicted, trying to be tempted to go join the Don Callis family, and like trying to look back up in a way, going back again to the like elite. But Don Callis is like, here, we're gonna go to the dark side of what the elite was, where Kenny is trying to basically bring them back to the light. So I see the Young Bucks being a big, they're gonna be the one that actually probably does a double super kick on Josh Alexander. We'll probably even see them bringing in the spiked sneakers. Maybe even Don Callis be like, here are the spiked sneakers. Do it on Kenny, and it's like he's finally pulling that Emperor Palpatine. Do it, and then Beyond Bucks make their choice. I'll never. It's like you failed, Your Highness. We're with Kenny. Uh, I see, yeah, a face turn for the Bucks, Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega for the win. And we're, yes, as Brian put it, more of the story of Luchasaurus trying to figure out what money is used for.
And speaking of compelling narratives, next up we've got Kyle Fletcher defending the TNT Championship against one Mark Briscoe. If Mark Briscoe loses, he has to join the Don Callis family. And because of that stipulation, I'm going to go with Mark Briscoe. I feel like there's no way that Mark Briscoe is going to join the Don Callis family. And frankly, I feel like he does deserve to win the TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher made his mark. He's been a great champion, but I feel like the time is absolutely right for a new champion to be crowned at Full Gear. Charlie, how about you? Which way are you going?
I got to agree with you on this one, Jeff. Mark Briscoe is taking that championship.
Okay, that's 2 for Mark Briscoe. Pete, what say you?
I'm a believer in people, and when I was on a talk show, Kyle Fletcher came on, and I believed that he was also going to retain his title.
Next up, Tarek. Which way are you going?
Also, are you? I'm trying to figure out Pete's thing, and that it's making my brain hurt. So
It's
I'm
not a
gonna.
flowing story. Come on.
Well, here's the thing. He said Kyle Fletcher is also going to retain, insinuating that someone actually said that Kyle Fletcher was retaining. Yet both Jeff and Charlie said that Mark Briscoe is going to win the damn title. So yes, it is kind of mind fucking with me because he's conflicting it. He's like, it's also gonna be. Well, no, it's not. He's not also. It's just you because Mark Briscoe is going to win the TNT Championship, which. Oh, I have this weird shit of making the prediction ahead of time, saying this is gonna happen, but no, it proves me wrong, and it happens either on the television show that coming week or on the next pay-per-view. Well, hopefully at this time it's gonna be on the pay-per-view because I'm choosing Mark Briscoe. He needs to win this. I'm grabbing my notes that I got last time. He needs to win this. He's building momentum. He can't join the Don Callis family because we can't see the inevitable heel turn that will probably be if he stays in that family long enough. So no, Don Mark Briscoe is beating Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher will be the one that actually is really moving up in the rankings in this one. He'll probably be in the Continental Classic
Now,
next month.
I know it's right around the corner. Like that caused me a little like, wait a minute. Oh, it's coming up soon. Wow. Okay. But before we get to all that, Brian, you got a match to predict. Which way you going?
Yeah, and just so you know, Continental Classic stuff is happening on Wednesday after the pay-per-view. It's already been announced. So
Oh, okay.
basically,
Even
yeah,
I knew that.
yeah. So Mark Briscoe is winning, and this is the moment where the Don Callis family starts splintering.
All right.
I feel like Fletcher's gonna leave some point after this match. I think that Takeshita and Okada are going to come to blows at some point after this show, and some point soon. This is where the Callis family, those in, they're really gonna have to go deep in those Indeed uh, job interviews because they're gonna start losing people
I don't think Kyle Fletcher is leaving the Don
at
Callis
some
family
point
just yet.
soon. At
Oh,
some point soon.
at some point, I don't see it like as soon. Maybe by this time next year. But I actually still think he'll be one of the big stars of the group, and it's really more Takeshita is getting ready to take his way out.
All right. With that, we've got our next match in the card, which is Darby Allin versus Pac. Charlie, it's up to you next. Which way you going?
Ah, the
What will
man
you do?
threw Darby Allin onto a flaming table and his ass was on fire for about 5 minutes. I think Darby Allin gets his receipt. Darby Allin.
All right, that's one for Darby. Pete, how about you?
I was at a punk show once and I ran into Darby Allin. Hell of a guy. I mean, and we started talking about all these people like Jurassic Express to come around for Thanksgiving and to be continued.
To be continued right now with Scholar Tarek. Which way you going?
I am also gonna go with Darby to win this. Um, it's actually kind of funny because just it's ty those types of things that just is reminding me why I wasn't a huge fan of Darby Allin in the first place with doing the stuff like that. Because all I'm thinking about is this man is going to kill himself in the ring. With all the crazy shit that he goes through, this man is gonna have a very short career. He's going to basically just continue destroying himself. I think he's even reaching that point where he's like gonna be worse than how Mick Foley ended up being, and we all know how Mick Foley's career and the extreme shit he went through in his younger years. I mean, fuck, man, jumped off
Yeah,
his
but
house,
they also said that about Jeff Hardy, and he's still kicking, so who
barely.
knows?
The man, Jeff Hardy is basically hung together by duct tape at this point. He says every time he does a swanton, like he just a piece of him dies inside a little more, but he just keeps going with that. And it's still the same argument. These guys are just trying to find new ways to kill each other, and I'm just like, okay, this is the part where it stops being less entertaining and being a lot more stressful for me. Because as you guys know, I'm not a deathmatch guy. So the blood and guts were as entertaining as they were like getting close to that point where I was like, okay, now it's starting to get a little too uncomfortable. But as long as they do that on a random occasion, sure. But yeah, there's only so come on, Darby.
All right, next match. Next prediction, we've got Brian coming at us. Which way you going for Darby Allin or Pac?
I am the dissenter. I have an agenda for this show. Most of the people on this panel know my agenda for said show, and I need some things to happen in order for that agenda to make sense. I've got Pac winning this match.
You know, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I'm very glad you did, Brian, because you finally sold me. I think I'm on board with what you're selling. I think now is the time it's going to happen, and it's all going to begin with Pac defeating Darby Allin finally. 'Cause it's not like Darby Allin's suffering. He's freaking Teflon in every sense of the word. But now it's not for nothing. The way Pac is looking right now, he looks like a Rob Liefeld drawing, if anyone knows who the hell that is. He is unnaturally shredded. He's like Roydy Magoo, and it's working for him, frankly. I think now is the exact time when Pac needs to get some momentum back, and it's going to happen tonight. I too am going for Pac. But with that, now is the next match on the card, which is Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly in a no holds barred match. Scholar Pete, it's your pick up next. Which way you going?
Let's go with Tark. Why the long face, my man?
Because this one's the hardest one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it
It's not
though?
hard at all for me.
Well,
Uh-uh.
you're on your fucking agenda, man. You're as much as your agenda as Veer Mahan returning to Monday Night Raw.
Except my agenda ends on Saturday.
Gentlemen, I believe Scholar Pete has the floor. Scholar Pete, which way you going?
I'll kick us off. You always had that one uncle that nobody wants at Thanksgiving, and that's Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley is my pick for the Thanksgiving dinner and this prediction show because you know what? He's going to get help from the Death Riders. Why not?
Next pick up next. Tarek, it's all on you, man. Which way you going? Follow your
Ah,
heart. I've
Follow
learned
your nose.
my
wherever it
heart,
goes.
my heart knows jack shit right now when it comes to this match, because ah,
Join me. Join
does
me. You know you
does Jon Moxley get his win back from Kyle O'Reilly, making him tap out in blood and guts? Oh, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? I don't fucking know. Uh, Kyle O'Reilly.
All right. That's one for Kyle. Brian, will your machinations come to fruition? Which way you going?
I will go off of Pete's premise that the Death Riders come out and help. The Death Riders come out and they do not help. They watch as Kyle O'Reilly makes Moxley tap one more time, and then the Death Riders take Jon Moxley out behind the shed and they put him down for, for a nice little break scene before he comes back and we start the redemption of Jon Moxley. They've been playing it up too much for it not to happen. The looks that they've been giving Moxley since probably since the first time he tapped out. They've been giving him looks since Darby. At
I
this,
too, I too am gonna go with Kyle O'Reilly just because I feel like you finally sold me. And it took that blood and guts match and the coming out party for Kyle O'Reilly to really get me there. I am a believer now. It's going to happen, but with one small addendum. I'm going to say that Pac is going to take command of the Death Riders. We'll see if I'm right, but either way, the victor is the same. I'm going for Kyle O'Reilly. Charlie, it's all down to you.
Kyle O'Reilly's winning this one without a shadow of a doubt.
All right, brilliant.
yeah, it's like the only question you should have is if the turn is actually happening. Kyle O'Reilly is winning either way.
Time will certainly tell. But now is another big match. We've got for the stipulation, the women's tag team tournament, we've got a fatal four-way match against four excellent women's tag teams. We've got the team of Megan Bain and Marina Shafir going up against the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale, the Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue, and the timeless love bombs of consisting of timeless Tony Storm and Marina Shirakawa. Oh boy, that is a lot of words. Tarek, we're back over to you, but I will say right now that there is an extra wheel pick associated with this.
Oh,
So
fuck.
you will take your pick of the tag teams, but you will also be offered by fate itself another competitor in this match. If your competitor gets the pinfall, you gain an extra point. But if your competitor gets pinned, you lose a point. So, with that being said, and the fate in the cards, Tarek, who are you going for?
Hmm. This one is another tough one for me. Maybe keep adding to the like things going against Tony Storm and Mina. I'll go with Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir.
All right, that's one for Megan Bain and Marina Shafir. And now, with that in the books,
Ah, the fucking wheel.
the wheel is now ready to be spun. Are you
Damn that
ready,
wheel.
Tarek?
No.
Well, too bad because it's spinning right now. The first spin is
Oh, fuck
in.
that wheel.
Who is Tarek going to get first? The wheel is slowing it down. Who's he getting? His pick is Tony Storm.
Shit.
Very interesting indeed. Brian, it's back up to you. Which way you going?
I was kind of hoping this match would be before Moxley and O'Reilly because once again, it's all a part of my agenda. Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir win this match. My agenda was all the Death Riders win their match except Mox.
I figured that's what you were going for.
Yeah,
I I figured
Megan
as
Bayne and
well.
yeah, Megan
I
Bayne and Marina Shafir. First of all, you've got the team up. You've got the unlikely partners team up, and it's like they're on a win streak. They're not going to win the tournament, but you got to build them up to be big monster for big monster heels for Tony Storm and Mina to overcome. And so when you put them against three other tag teams, including Tony Storm and Mina, there's only one possible outcome here, and it's Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir.
all right. Now that you've made your pick, Brian, it's time for spin that
I'm not
wheel.
gonna get either one of those two. I know this.
Well, let's
You probably
see.
just got it because of that no confidence in you.
The winner is Megan Bain.
See, you gotta psych it out. You gotta psych. You gotta reverse psych it.
Well, you know what? We're going 3 for 3 in terms of picks. I'm also going with Megan Bain and for Marina Shafir because
No.
really, it's otherwise it could be absolutely any team in this match setting the stage. And
I know exactly who Charlie's going for.
Uh-huh. I've
Based,
been saying
based
it
off
since
of
day
based
one.
off of last week, I know
I've
who
been
he was
saying it
going
since
for.
day one. And
boys,
they've made it this
boys,
far. I have to go with my heart.
first, before you officially make that prediction, I need to spin the wheel and put my hands in the wheel of fate as well. I'm in the trenches just like you, no matter what you think. And the random wheel goes to, see, I got Julia Hart. I'm in trouble.
Yes, I can still get what I want on the wheel. Nice.
Because we
So,
all know who you're going for.
Charlie, with that,
Go
make it
ahead and
official.
say
Who you going for?
Babes of Wrath, baby.
it.
They've made it this far. They're going to take it home. Spin that fucking wheel, Jeff.
Well, okay then. Your wish is my command. The
Willow
wheel is
Nightingale.
spinning. Who
He
we
gets
going
Willow.
for? Who we're going for?
Come on.
No, he got Marina Shafir.
Ah, damn it.
It's okay. This still makes a difference. Let's see where we're going. Well, Pete, last but not least, who you going for?
So when you baste a turkey, funny story, Moxley forgot to get it. So we went to the supermarket and there we were standing in front of two beautiful girls. Of course, I'm talking about Megan Bain and Shafir. Like absolutely just drop dead gorgeous. What a strong, intimidating looking women that we got right there. And the conversation we had will blow your socks off, but we'll be right back with that.
He's
Well,
into the muscles.
hey,
Muscle mommies.
muscle mommies are in this season, haven't you heard? Or are you just another pedestrian who buys them off the rack?
Listen, give me sky blue.
All right.
Because this is what
L-
happens. Sky blue
Let's
for the
spin
win.
the wheel. We're spinning the wheel. We're
Sky
making a
blue because the
deal.
wheel loves to fuck me.
What does the wheel say for you today?
Sky blue.
You got sky blue.
Because the wheel, like Brian says, the wheel loves Brian. He gets what he wants. The wheel hates me.
Oh,
Are you happy, Scholar Brian? Are you happy?
I am, and I'm gonna be doubly happy next week.
The wheel's gonna be loving me on next Wednesday.
and speaking of hating Scholar Pete, the next match is for the AEW Women's Championship. We've got Chris Statlander defending her title against uh
Oh
Bri
God.
Brian. It's your pick up this. Who you? I'm a little nearsighted here.
Yeah,
Uh,
I can't say it like that, but I know she's not winning, so I don't have to say it. I've got Chris Statlander to retain.
Yeah.
uh, I wish I was as confident as you. I've got a nasty feeling she's actually going to lose it to the challenger. Uh, Charlie, it's over to you. Who are you picking?
Badlander.
All right. This looks like it could be a split room possibly between Chris Statlander and Pete. Who's the challenger? Who
Oh
I can't
God.
read this.
Oh, good old Mercedes Mooney.
Oh,
So is that
thank
your
you for clearing
prediction, or
that
are you
up.
just answering him?
Let me tell you something. I've been giving you the giggles, ladies and gentlemen. I've been giving you the giggles. I'm gonna be serious here, and this could be my most realistic prediction. I swear to God, if they put this belt on this woman again, I'm going to lose my shit. If she does not retain her championship, this is a joke in the AEW Women's Championship. You're going to give this woman a championship who has 13 fucking belts. You're losing merit. Stay with Statlander. Be the one to be your champion. Don't let her win. God, AEW, do something right and not let her fucking win this match. That is my prediction.
He's saying Chris Statlander, Chief.
Gee, you think? Tarek,
You still looked at the end like you were trying to figure out, did he actually say it? Yeah, he
well,
said it.
technically he did not technically say it, but the sentiment was more than there. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tarek, with that, it's up to you. Who are you going for?
It would be completely idiotic if they give Mercedes Moné. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. If they give Mercedes Moné both the TBS and the Women's World Championship. That is it was a stupid call I when she was trying to go it against Tony Storm. I'm saying it right now when she's trying to get it against Statlander. I'm going to say Statlander to win to retain the championship. Again, she has to lose at least the TBS championship in order for her to win this belt because I don't see that because it's an insult to the rest of the women in
And
that
I think
division.
after this is when she starts losing more after this. She's not going to hold any of those titles for very long. I think she loses the TBS title in short order after this too, because I think they're going to play a loss of confidence character with her, and she keeps losing. She's going to do they're gonna give her the John Moxley what they're doing with him right now after he's off of TV. They're gonna give her that, and she's just gonna start losing.
All
I
right.
feel it.
And with
Go-
that,
Don't
I
want
our
this
feel it in
pen
my
gimmick.
bones.
our penultimate match is the Casino Gauntlet match for the new AEW National Championship, whatever that means. But we're all gonna find out en masse. But we do have a Casino Gauntlet match for it, and now it's a question of who the heck is gonna be their inaugural champion. Not too much. We don't know too much about it other than Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are going to be kicking off the match. I don't know what's going to be happening next, but I do know who's going to be the inaugural champion. Coming in at the very last instant is going to be the newly returning Danhausen is going to win. He's going to take down the entire thing. He's going to defeat the entire Hurt Business single-handedly. I am going with Danhausen for the win. Charlie, how about you?
How about we get the real answer, Jay?
Jeff, give us a real prediction, please.
Uh, what if I
Because I
said that
didn't
was
see
the
you
real
write
prediction?
anything down.
Oh boy. Bobbles is winning this one.
Holy
Okay,
shit,
then.
I think he actually is predicting Danhausen.
He is.
Pete, how about you?
Glad you asked. When you go to cities of gambling, you always have fun. You want to risk it for the biscuit. And what I think happened was Ricochet and then his heel persona really has been doing a great job. So I'm going to be backing Ricochet to win the national championship tonight. And hopefully he'll come for dessert because he hasn't answered anybody in the chat for Thanksgiving with John Moxley and, of course, Jurassic Express and of course AJ Boom, all of them. It's very upsetting.
Tarek, back to you. Which way you going?
Bobby Lashley's going to win by finger poking, dooming Shelton Benjamin, and that's the we're not going to get an actual Casino Gauntlet match. No, I'm
Oh,
just
that would
joking.
suck. Oh, that would be the Hurt
Yes.
Business would be booed out of the building for the next century.
Yeah, that
I
would
don't
be
know.
that.
I think this crowd, the crowd hated the NWO at that point. It was like I think the crowd would find it funny. However,
Oh no,
I don't think that they're gonna do that.
no, they're
I
not going to
don't
do that.
think
That was
they
a joke.
I do think that Bobby Lashley is going to win, but I do not think they're doing a. I don't think he's got to pin Sheldon Benjamin in any kind of fashion. I think he's. God, I think we only know like five participants of this thing, but yeah, none of these entrants and there's no. As soon as they announced Bobby Lashley, I'm like, who's gonna beat him? Bobby Lashley wins.
But yeah, I'm for real going to go with Bobby Lashley. No finger poke of doom. But I actually do have a fun Scholars Quick Talk for you, gentlemen.
Yes.
Go on.
How many participants do you think are actually going to come out in this match? This could be just a fun prediction.
I'm going to just say, take a ballpark figure. I'm just going to go 20. I think this is going to be about as close as we're going to get to an AEW style Royal Rumble. So I think there's going to be a whole lot of just like people that of Tony Khan likes that he wants to give a little paycheck to. And again, I there's so many different ways this could go. There's a higher chance of me being incorrect than anything. I really do feel like Bobby Lashley could be a red herring. And outside of that, I don't know who the hell could win this thing. So in my mind, a pick like Danhausen is as good as any other. I'm going to get it wrong anyway.
How
So
how how long or is there normally before new people come out?
It varies. It changes like every person. It can either be 3 minutes or it can be 30 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna go 10. I don't think you're going to get. I think there's going to be a lot of matches that take up a lot of time on this show. I don't think they're going to have a long casino gauntlet. I think they're going to stick close to like 10, maybe 12.
How many championships are in AEW right now?
Yes.
How many? Like
A
19,
lot.
All
right?
of them.
How many championships there are in AEW, that's how many participants are going to be in this Casino Royale.
Let me see. All right. To answer your question, let me look this up.
All right. While
I
Tarek
think
is
We
looking up the
AEW
number,
are we talking about AEW and ROH or just AEW? I think AEW has like 10 by
I
itself.
go with 10 then.
and Pete, not Pete, names, words.
Charlie.
Charlie, what if that is your real name?
Let's say between 15 and 20.
We'll go with 47.
The entire Ring of
39.
Honor roster runs out.
It's going to be the biggest Royal Rumble ever. That's not
Wait,
right.
hold on. Did Pete make his pick?
Yes, he
nine.
did.
There are nine. There are nine titles if you don't include the Ring of Honor ones.
Yeah, Pete did Ricochet. Did Charlie make his pick?
Yeah,
Yes,
Bobbles.
Okay,
yes. All the predictions are in,
okay.
minus one single match. We've got in the main event, we've got Hangman Adam Page defending the AEW Championship against Samoa Joe in a cage match. Charlie, it's your final pick of the evening. Who are you going for?
Adam Page.
All right, there's one for Hangman. Pete, which way you going?
Who'd have thunk it that at the end of the day of this beautiful Thanksgiving dinner, who would come in but Hangman Adam Page to help facilitate because the mean old Samoa Joe was coming. But we had turkey legs, we had jello, and we had the stuffing. And we stuffed Samoa Joe, and he lost. Hangman Page, giddy up. It's
Okay.
your time.
Okay. I thought we were just going to go with, you said Hangman Page first. I thought we weren't going to come back around.
I had to throw you off, Brian. You
It's the
know my
spirit
pick is
of the thing.
Hangman. But I thought that was discussed. Scholar Tarek, did I excite you with my stories?
You confused the fuck out of me with your story, sir. Uh, I'm also going to go with Hangman Adam Page to retain the title against Samoa Joe. And I think the show is actually going to end with the returning Maxwell Jacob Friedman coming in and saying he's going to cash in his contract at World's End.
Oh, I freaking hope so. I want to see MJF while I'm there.
That would be fantastic. But before we get to all that, Brian, what's your actual prediction for the match?
I like the promo that he cut where he said straight to Samoa Joe's face. We could also see a return of Swerve here because he bought up that cage match for kind of randomly and out of nowhere. He bought up the cage match with Swerve Strickland for what? Really? Just hey, remember that cage match? Remember that
Pepperidge Farm
because
remembers.
I could use that again. I'm like, there's a lot of potential for returns here, but either way, I've got Hangman Page to retain.
I'll be honest here. There's a part of me that kind of thought Samoa Joe could possibly win this. I still think he could. I'm going to be a big craven coward and also go for Hangman just because I don't feel that strongly about it. But I do am in total agreement that there's going to be some sort of a return during this match. Could be MJF, could be Swerve, or depending on how his recovery is going, and depending on how this match goes, maybe even Will Ospreay. I don't know. But
That was confirmed that he would be out for the rest of the year, and they're hoping he can be back before the midpoint of next year. Tony Khan said that in his Ariel Helwani uh, interview.
Interview.
Yeah.
Well, be that as it may, that's still my pick. The result is going to be the same. And with that prediction in, those are all of our predictions for this week's AEW Full Gear. But now is the time in our show where we bring it back to you, our fellow fans. Who do you think is going to win at AEW Full Gear? Is there going to be returns? Is there going to be a title change? Will the Death Riders finally implode? It's wherever you are, let us know all across the internet. Uh, yeah, because we're all over the place. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on the Instagrams. We're all moving and shaking all over the place. Where can we find you all? Where can you be found anywhere these days?
Well, not on the X machines, but I will say if anyone of our audience is going to be at Full Gear, don't be afraid to come up and say, "Hey, I watched Scholars of Wrestling. I enjoy what you guys talk about." Yeah, we'd love to interact more with our fellow wrestling fans. So, yeah, if you're going to be at that show, come right up and just say, "Hey."
Can't put it any better than that. And for all of our personal and social media links all across the internet. Everything, everywhere we are, you can find us at our link tree in the description box below. That's linktree/Scholars of Wrestling for all our social media links and a whole bunch of different ways that you can support the show. So thank you all. But in the meantime, we got a big weekend of wrestling to prepare for. We're gearing up for Full Gear, but you already knew that because you know who we are. We are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled. You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
See you all as we kick it into Full Gear.